I need a haircut so incredibly
Oh,
badly. It is disgusting.
no, it's not disgusting, but it's so long it goes off the screen. I had a haircut yesterday.
Oh,
Oh,
did you?
yeah. So I got probably
Fresh.
just a couple of inches off, but yeah, it's that lovely kind of blunt end feeling, you know?
Yes. Do you
Yeah.
like it? I always feel when I chop it even just a little bit, I'm like, it's so short.
Oh, no, I like it.
Oh,
I
you
like it
like
now.
it?
Yeah. A bit shorter for summer, you know?
Yes, that's what I would like. Like there. All
Yeah, yeah.
right, I'm doing
But
it.
always long enough to tie up. I always
Oh,
need
of
to tie it
course.
back.
I
Yeah.
like to tie it in a messy.
Yeah.
Do you remember those fake buns?
Yes.
I've still got those.
Do you?
Yeah, like, and you wrap your hair around it.
Great. Yep. I remember when we landed in Heathrow when we went to Europe, the
Yes.
first thing I did, of course, was go to the bathroom. And in there was a woman looking very glamorous who was one of the air hostesses for, I
Oh,
don't know, some airline. And
yeah.
she was wrapping her hair around one of those fake buns.
I love the fake
And I
buns.
said to her, "Oh, that's how you do that."
They
She
look
said,
amazing.
"Yeah." Yep, it was
Yeah,
great.
can you get a fake bun?
I'm not going to get a fake bun.
I'm gonna get another one. I've got one somewhere. Haven't worn it for a while. I
Pull
used
it
to wear
out.
those ones with plaits, those long
Oh,
extension
that's
ones. I
fantastic.
mean, this is in the early 2000s where that was acceptable.
Great. Yeah.
Not so much now.
Not so much now.
Good morning, Sally.
Good morning, Siona. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm good. I mean,
Good.
good for this time of the year. It's chaotic.
It's chaotic, but
Yes.
we'll get through it.
You cracking the tunes out?
Oh, I'm loving all the tunes. The Chris Mariah is on high
You know
repeat.
what? Yeah, Mariah's
Yeah.
on high here too, high
Oh, yeah.
repeat. What else is Elton John and Ed Sheeran? Boom.
Oh,
Yeah, that is such a good song.
why is that not coming up in any of my Christmas
I don't
playlists?
know, released a few years ago. It's a cracker.
All right, I'll look into that. Thank you for the
Yeah,
tip.
okay. You're welcome.
Yeah.
What a
Um,
fun episode today.
oh, it's such a good
It's
episode.
a fun one.
Oh, we're talking all things pets.
Yeah, we're talking about our fairy little friends
Oh,
or family
yes.
members.
And
Fairy
they don't
family.
have to be furry, Siona.
Well,
You
that's true. They
had
don't.
experience with a
I know
with that
I, of
word
all
furry?
people, should know that they don't
Yes.
have to be fairy.
Correct. Correct.
Mm,
They come in all shapes and sizes. Today we're talking
yes.
about pets.
We are talking about pets.
We're talking about pets and the power of companionship for
Yep.
people living with chronic health conditions
Yes.
and the power of pets for helping us in lots of areas in our life, just not companionship,
Yeah.
but across the board, they can be quite remarkable little energies to have around.
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's they
Mm.
provide the predictable emotional support.
Yes,
How many
of
times do you hear
course.
people say who have teenagers or early adult children who
Yes.
come in and are like, "Ugh,"
Yeah.
but their
Oh.
pets are always thrilled to see them,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
They're like, I'm really getting the consistent emotional support from the dog.
Exactly. You might get the grunts from the
Am
teenagers.
I hearing your dog?
You are. I was
Oh
hoping you wouldn't
my
be
gosh,
able
that
to
is
hear
so
it.
funny. I was like,
I know. It's like
Sally, are
on
you
cue.
whining like you're really not wanting to do this episode, or is that your
That's sunny, so
reason?
you can edit that out. Or if people
No, I'm
hear
going to
it,
keep that
oh, yeah,
in.
that was sunny,
Hilarious.
which it's very unusual for her to come and interrupt me. But I think that's
But I
just
think the
because we've
timing
got,
is perfect,
yeah, that's
Sunny.
right.
It's
Well,
like
that was me, but that's how she sounds when she's giving little whites. Yeah.
very cute.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. She's
So
quite delightful.
yes. Well, you're
Mm,
going to talk about Sunny a little bit later because
of
she has
course. Of
brought
course.
much joy.
She has,
But I
and
think,
much financial strain. But
oh
we'll
yes,
get to
much
that.
financial
Yes.
strain slash
Yeah.
joy. I
Oh
think the
dear.
presence of an animal can,
Mm.
like we said, emotional support, absolutely, but it can create structure,
Yeah.
comfort. For
Yes.
people who live with chronic health conditions, it can just give you an alternative focus.
Yeah,
There's
that's
something
it.
else to pour your energy into. I
Yep.
don't usually like to use the word distraction, so I won't, even
Yep.
though I just said it out loud. So I will say focus, but if
Yep.
you're experiencing a hard day of symptoms, it's really
Yes.
nice to then have a little mate
Yep. And have
who,
something else. Sometimes it's nice. It's a movable point of focus, as in it
yes.
moves around your space. It
Yeah.
draws your attention outward rather than inward.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. And that can
Lovely.
be great, particularly if people are living with pain.
Mm,
But look, we'll get to all of those kind of specifics down the track.
yes. Let's,
Let's start with looking at the common types of pets that people have.
oh yeah, well, dogs, obviously.
Dogs, all right. Well, they're the
Yeah.
first ones, aren't they? So dogs absolutely in the research give the strongest evidence
Mm.
for the physical activity benefits of having a pet.
Yeah,
of
yes.
course. And so it's all about the dog walking, which
Mm-hmm.
encourages the routine.
Yep.
And, we're not asking when you have a pet, the pet is not asking you to run a triathlon.
No.
They're just wanting you to have some gentle exercise with you.
Yep.
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 And I think that there's so many things about that interaction of dogs, isn't there? There's
Mm.
the tail wagging, there's the nudging,
Mm.
there's the wanting to be patted.
Yes.
And that can really lift your mood. I think that
Yep.
when you get to offer care as well, that's really good.
Yes.
Like when we talk about social
Mm.
interactions, and we have many times on the podcast,
Mm.
we talk about it's very important that we get care from others, but it's
Mm.
equally as important that we're showing care to others. So
Yes.
that's the same as pets. Like we get to be the carer in a sense, and we look
Yeah.
after them, and we get to pat them, and we get to
Yeah.
give joy. So
Yep.
dogs provide bucket loads of that.
Bucket loads.
Mm.
Ricky Gervais,
Yes, I
who I
do.
just love. And
Oh,
he is he's huge in the world of being an atheist.
right.
And he's often interviewed
Okay.
around the fact that he does not believe in God.
Right. Where are we
And
going here, Sally?
yeah, one of the interviewers once said to him, one of the talk show hosts
Yeah.
once said, if you don't believe in God, do you believe in anything? And he said, I believe in dogs. Dogs are
Oh,
the best thing alive on the planet. They love you
wow.
unconditionally. They are so happy to see you. They have
Mm.
so much to give and they see into your soul and they're with you through life.
Oh,
And
they
I'm like,
see
oh,
into your
Ricky. Yeah.
soul.
And he has never
Very
owned a
deep.
dog because he's away. He travels so much. And he
Oh,
said, I
so
would
he
never do it.
knows.
Yep.
Oh, he
But he hangs
knows.
out at parks just to meet the neighborhood dogs.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I think that fits nicely with what we were talking about next, which is like it's that social catalyst, right? Like
Yeah.
meeting other dog owners on walks. I
Yep.
mean, I don't have a dog, so I'm speaking
Mm.
in COVID when
Yep.
we'd go to the Oval and we'd kind of walk around or do yoga or pretend to do yoga. The amount of people who would be stopping and chatting and talking about dogs, and we would be talking and
Yes.
asking about their dogs,
Yes.
just, and I
Yep.
mean, I imagine this happens to you all the
Of
time.
course, I know a lot of neighborhood dog names, even though I don't know the
Oh,
names of the owners.
interesting.
So we'd be like, hey, Max. Hey,
That's
hey,
so
Sonny. They just have
funny.
this little interaction. Yeah.
I
Very
love that. Well,
cute.
I mean, just yesterday, my youngest son and I were just at the shops, the local shops, and as we were walking out, there was this really beautiful dog, and I was asking the owner, and we just stopped. My son asked if he could pat, and it was like
Yes.
I don't know, some sort of mix of poodle. It was really cute, and she was
Cute.
thrilled to tell me all about her dog and why we
Yeah.
should get one.
Oh.
Yes.
And you were like, okay, let's move on. Let's keep
Yes,
moving. Yeah.
we want a dog, but we can't commit.
Not quite
So
yet.
we kind of know, like you said, the
Okay,
research
dogs.
shows, and a lot
Yep.
of people who have dogs really understand the immense
Yes.
physical and psychological benefits
Yes, absolutely. And emotional.
and emotional.
And can you hear
Thank you.
Sunny again? She's whining again right next
No,
to me.
can't,
Oh, well.
can't hear it.
What about cats?
Oh, Sally, I have a
Oh,
real
do you
soft
love
spot for cats.
cats?
I
Do
do.
you? You don't just see them as the
I
evil geniuses that I might see them as? No,
no.
okay.
I had a cat. Let me tell you about the time when I had a
Please.
cat. So I got a cat for my 10th birthday.
Mm.
Prior to turning 10, I would draw a lot of pictures of cats, of the cat
Oh.
houses I was building. I
Oh.
was asking for a cat or a kitten
Oh,
specifically
yeah, kitten.
for years, right? For years. And then on my 10th birthday, I opened my first present. It was like a cat bowl, and then the next one was a collar, and then the next one
Oh.
was like something else. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
And then my dad was like, and we're going to the cattery or the
Oh.
Cat Protection Society to get a cat. The
Was it
greatest moments.
the best day
One
of
of
your
them.
life?
I mean, my children
Up
and all
until
that.
that point,
Up until
the
that
best
point,
day of your
the
life.
greatest moment
Yep.
ever, right?
Yep.
I get the cat, bring it home. I love her, but it was my first night of understanding true responsibility. She cried all night, and I was like, the weight of the
Oh.
responsibility was too much. I'm like, let's take her back. Let's take her back.
Oh.
But she lived for 16 years, died when I was 26.
Oh. What was the name?
Tabitha.
Tabitha. Great name for
Hmm.
a cat.
Yeah, she's buried in the garden. She's
Yeah.
like very, very, she was such an important part of our family. Couldn't get another cat after her.
No, sometimes that happens. You're just like, nope,
Yes, my
I'm not
love for her was
ready.
so great. And people would say cats are awful, but she would come and sit
Oh,
on you
sorry
and curl up. I
for
know,
my
thank you,
earlier
darling.
comment.
You
Yep.
did it to me. And she was just beautiful. She was such a lovely, calming presence.
Yes,
Like I love
beautiful.
that.
And I think that's an interesting one, isn't it? Because dogs are also a little bit like this, but cats are very much personality driven, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
There are some
Yes.
cats who would rather scratch your eyes out than have you pat
Correct.
them.
Oh,
But there
yes.
are some cats that are like, can we just curl up together?
Yes.
Oh, they're
Yep. Yep.
beautiful.
I used to go out and call my cat like because it was before there was curfews.
Yeah, yep.
So if my cat hadn't come in and I wanted to, I'd just go out and call.
And she'd
It
come
might take a few minutes,
running.
and for ages she'd come, you'd hear her bell.
Yes, same. I remember that. I had a cat called Merlin. And
Merlin.
actually, it was John's cat, but then I moved in, so he became
Okay.
my cat as well. And exactly that. You would call Merlin through the neighborhood, and
Yeah.
then you just wait a second, and then you'd hear that faint
Jingle.
bell.
Yeah.
And then he'd just zip up the stairs, and
Yeah.
he'd be hoping it's dinner time. I
Yeah.
love that.
I love that too. That was one of my favorite
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Oh, now that wouldn't happen, would it? Well, definitely not in
Well,
Melbourne
they're
where we
inside.
live, and they're all inside.
No.
And
Yeah, I think there's like, I
yeah,
don't know because we don't have a cat now, but I think there's
yeah,
like a 6 p.m. curfew
right.
in
Or
our
in
area.
some areas, cats can't be out at all.
Oh, yes.
Very interesting.
So, I mean, I think the main point is that cats
Yes.
are lower maintenance than dogs,
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
Don't have
Yep.
to walk them. I mean, they
Yes.
will scratch your eyes out if you don't feed them. So,
Sure.
obviously, feeding regularly is very
Feeding is
important.
important. Yep.
Yes, but
Uh,
great for companionship. All the
yes.
soothing behaviors that you can get from a dog,
Yep.
you can also get from a cat. I
Yes.
will die on this hill.
Saying that you can.
You can,
Yep.
absolutely. Like my cat would want to be patted, would come and nudge and do
Oh.
that. I know not all cats, and it is, like you said, personality based, but
Yep. Yeah, personality based, definitely.
yes.
And they adapt probably better than dogs to the indoor life. So if you
Yeah.
want to have a pet
Yep.
that's around you, if you maybe are somebody with mobility issues and you're not
Yep.
getting out and about and pounding the pavement with your dog, you
Yeah.
could just be inside with the cat and maybe the cat's
Absolutely.
quite happy with that.
Absolutely.
What are other pets that we could have as like indoor pets that we don't have
Well,
to take for walks?
we could have fish or we could have axolotls.
We could have fish or axolotls. They're
I
interesting
mean,
looking
there's
creatures.
other,
Yeah,
yes, there's other options, of course, in the
of
marine,
course.
you know,
But so
they're
they
very,
are very low physical demands
yes,
in terms of looking after them. Although, look, cleaning a tank, if you've got fish, for example, cleaning a tank is quite a big deal, isn't
it
it?
is taxing.
Yeah,
And with the
yeah.
axolotls, you have to change their water regularly.
Oh, yes, you do. You do have to do that.
You do.
And these things can provide a lot of comfort in terms of the relaxation associated with watching fish swim or axolotls just
Yeah.
sitting there doing nothing. Can
Well,
be very
yes.
relaxing.
So if anyone's like out there thinking, oh, I really like, when you go, like when you go to a dental clinic, I don't know why, but they often have fish.
Mm, hmm.
And it is lovely to sit in the waiting room
Mm.
and watching the fish swim.
Yep.
If you are thinking about getting something low maintenance, I am going to strongly encourage people more down the pathway of fish rather than axolotls.
Okay, there we go.
So
Thank you.
speaking as
Oh,
axolotl
owner.
owners,
Hmm.
owner,
Mm.
yeah, they don't do much.
No,
So
but the
yeah,
fish are, yeah. And you
well,
go
it's the
into the fish
movements, the
shops or the pet
relaxation.
shops with fish, and there are so many of those beautiful
Oh,
fish in the
well, and
tanks.
yeah, and the colors as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
and I think well, not I think there's research as well around how that can
Mm.
help with anxiety.
Yeah.
And again, it's another point of focus. It's something
Yes,
else
yes, exactly.
to
Yep,
have, something else to be engaged in
yep.
with.
Good one. What about birds?
Oh, I don't know.
I think,
I don't know how I
back in
feel
the
here.
90s, maybe birds were a little bit more common, maybe in the 80s,
You had a few
70s.
friends who had birds.
Yes. Whereas now I think more and more people are like, oh, they're just stuck in a cage and that's a bit mean.
Yeah, it doesn't feel nice, but also,
No.
I don't know, it's the beak and the pecking situation and the squawking.
The
But I
squawking.
don't I don't want to be rude to anyone who owns a bird
Mm.
because I'd be interested if anyone owns a bird and what
Oh,
what benefits they get.
I
I had
know
a
a couple of,
friend,
oh, yeah, go.
I was just I had a friend who had a bird who got cancer and they were doing
Oh,
like
a chemotherapy.
they were doing chemotherapy course and very good news is the bird lived.
Oh, that's
Yep.
amazing. Well, I
Yeah.
do know a couple of people who have cockatoos
Oh
and they
yes.
can live for 80, 90 years.
Oh,
So these are
stop
pets that you
it.
have to hand down through generations often, because if you get it as an adult, then you need to pass it on to someone. Yep. And so they can be highly loved, valued members of families, but also a
90
massive
years.
responsibility. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I did not
Maybe,
know
or maybe
that.
longer, but certainly, well into 70s plus for some
Interesting.
birds. Yep.
Um, I mean, the reality is if you have a bird, it has a
Mhm.
cage, you have to clean it. They're
Yep.
still tough. It doesn't matter. If
Yep.
you've got
Yep.
a living creature, there's still things that have to be done.
Yes. I know that my mum bought
Hmm.
my grandpa a budgie. He called it Sam. We had a budgie at that time. I called it Frou Frou.
Oh, good.
I
Yeah.
don't know why. I
Cute.
was in primary school,
Frou-frou.
frou.
Cute.
And so mum thought, oh, I'll buy her father, I'll buy dad a budgie because he was living by himself. And Frou Frou had this lovely bird song and it was very like it would react to us. We'd say hello and Frou Frou would tweet and twerp and
Twerk.
chirp.
Twerk.
No, I said twerp, but I meant to say tweet and chirp together. No twerking.
Okay.
And after about a week,
Mhm.
Grandpa bought the bird back. And Mum was quite surprised when he carried the cage in through the front door and he said, oh, thank you. That was very nice to have Sam. But I think Sam would be better off here because Sam would have some company with Frou Frou.
Oh my gosh.
And my mum just kind of looked at him like and said nothing because obviously that was him saying, no, thanks.
No, thank you. Spend some time with Sam. He's
Yeah.
not for me.
He's not for me.
Oh,
And,
so you
and I thought that was a great lesson in you should never buy somebody a pet
never
without
buy a pet.
asking them.
Never.
But bless mum because she was just trying to do the right thing.
That's hilarious.
By her dad because she didn't want him to be lonely. And I think a lot of people would really benefit from the company of a bird who can tweet back to you if you're having a chat to them.
Yes.
Beautiful, but not for everyone.
Not for everyone. That's hilarious. I love it.
And then also we must just mention other little mammals like rabbits and guinea pigs that sometimes are the pets that parents might want to give to kids rather than cats or dogs. And I've got a couple of friends that have rabbits. The households love them. The families love them. They get out there in the grass, in the backyard. You're looking very not.
I'm not. We had
on that.
When my younger sister was in kinder, so I was in primary school, they had a rabbit that went around. They would never do that now. But this was the 90s and they had a rabbit that went around and so we had a week with the rabbit.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize it went around as in home to home.
Yeah, like now you pass a
gosh.
stuffed toy and you're lucky if that survives, let alone a living rabbit. Jeez.
Wow.
Anyway, I hated it. It was really smelly and it's pebble poos everywhere.
Yeah, pebble
and you'd clean the pebble poos. I'm like, oh.
Ew.
Yeah, I really, really didn't like it. And then I never ever wanted it. I don't know if I told you this. No, you must know this story. But when we were doing a renovation, and remember we were renting and then we ran out of our rental and we had nowhere to go. So we started pet sitting as a family.
House sitting. With pets.
Yes, house sitting with pets. So pet sitting, we joined a worldwide pet sitting, house sitting group. And then we spent 3 months staying in random people's houses looking after an array of pets. So for 3 months, we looked after dogs, cats, chickens, rabbits.
Yep.
So we got the full range of pets.
Wow.
And what I want to say is we learned a lot as a family. And my husband, who hates cats, got to the end of it and said, our cat's the best for our family. We never actioned any of this, but that's what he said.
Yep.
The kids loved it. The dog was a puppy and it was one of those pointers.
Oh yeah, cute.
So you couldn't even wear it out at a dog park.
It was just so, it was on the whole time.
Stopped. And it was so highly energetic, it terrified me. It was so bouncy and it was big.
Yeah,
anyway, whatever.
So, the needs were high.
The needs were high. And
of
the
energy.
chickens.
Yeah, the chickens.
Oh, the responsibility of them not getting eaten, terrifying. The rabbits, one escaped. So I feel like I don't have a lot of good stories about rabbits or chickens. And we haven't even touched on the fact that chickens, you once owned chickens and enjoyed them.
I loved chickens.
Yes.
Although we did, I always say we did kill them a couple of times, but I mean, we just forgot to close that door twice and the fox got them twice.
Just those 2 times and the fox.
Yeah, both times, bam. And which makes me think, and a lot of people say this, that foxes know where the chickens live and they just visit all the different chicken coops in the neighborhood and see who's left the door open. Like, so maybe the fox came and visited us every night and just went, oh, well, the chickens are away. Because both times we left the door open, gone.
Because they don't eat them, they just kill them, right?
Just kill them. And they carry one away, like they'll take one body with them,
and
but they kill all of them and just take their heads off. It's always great fun in the morning.
Oh my
finding
gosh, that is horrific.
My lovely ladies, I loved my chickens. Oh,
you're lovely ladies.
Especially the first lot. They were smart chickens. And then every lot we got after that.
Were they?
Yeah, they were.
Were they? Okay.
Emma will attest. Emma has lots of chickens. She knows.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what about considerations when choosing a pet? We've just run through them, I guess. There are so many to choose from.
So many. But you want to think about your energy levels, your mobility. I think as a family, we're aware that if we got a dog, it would take a lot of energy.
They
And
do.
our kids are quite young, so no
Yep.
one is going to be walking that dog by themselves.
Yes, good call.
I'm exhausted at the end of the day. That's not something I'm going to
Yeah.
be doing. Like it
No.
would not suit our family
Yes.
until the kids were older. So that's definitely a
Yeah.
consideration.
Yep. The financial constraints are big.
Oh,
Let's just
huge.
say that for every type of animal, I think,
Absolutely. Yeah.
because all the vet bills, and that's yearly checks. But if anything
Mm,
goes wrong, oh my gosh, you just put that dog, cat, bird, whatever, fish
yep.
into the car, you drive to the vet, and you just basically hand
Oh,
them your wallet and say, do what you need to do.
I know. And pet insurance, I've been hearing from
Oh,
clients like, what does that do? And it does a
yes,
little bit. I
right.
shouldn't say that.
It does
But
a little bit, but sometimes it doesn't cover it all.
yes.
And so then you're thinking, why am I paying yet
Yeah.
another form of insurance?
Yes. You have to
And
think about, oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
no, I was just going to say the food is really expensive.
Oh, yes, yes,
And
yes.
the kind of weekly, monthly medications, those worming tablets for dogs are $20 a tablet. You'd give them once a month. A
Oh,
lot.
that's a lot.
Anyway, keep going.
I was just going to say you have to think about where you live. So the limitations on your
Mm,
housing. If you're
mm.
renting, obviously that
Yes.
is going to limit the kind of pet that you can have. If there's body
Yep.
corporate rules, there's lots of
Yeah.
things, if you've got allergies, how that affects your health. There's
Yes.
lots of little things that you have to think about.
Yep. There are.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look at the key health benefits. We've
Yep.
probably already mentioned most of them, but we can run through them quickly.
Yes, we can.
Companionship, we've already said, and there's some good research.
There is.
Yep.
I was going to say non-judgmental companionship.
Non-judgmental
Can we
companionship is
say
the way
that?
to
No
put it.
one's judging you.
Yeah, that's great.
They just love you.
Well, no, my dog judges me sometimes.
Does she?
Yep, she sits there and she's like, and what are you doing still on the couch? Could
Oh,
we
no.
not be going for a walk? But let's remember that she is only just turned one.
Okay.
And luckily for me, but also most owners of dogs would know that dogs are great at routines. So she
Yes.
knows that between certain hours of the day, nobody is taking her for a walk. But she gets one definitely in the morning. She definitely gets another one in the afternoons. She sometimes gets one at night.
Oh,
But
wow.
during the day, she knows no one's going anywhere. So she's not judgmental in those hours.
Oh, just in the hours when she knows something should be happening for
Correct.
her.
Correct. At 3:30, she becomes very judgmental. Who is
Oh.
coming home from school and who is walking me now? Yeah.
Oh.
But there's some good research. So there's a journal called Frontiers in Vet Science or Veterinary
Hmm.
Science. And there were some researchers in 2021 who looked at dogs supporting human health and well-being, and they looked at the biopsychosocial approach.
Yes.
Oh, how lovely. And as you say, pets provide this non-judgmental presence and they're responsive to the tone and the behavior of their owners. And they offer all of that warmth and affection. And this can obviously help with managing
Mm.
loneliness and
Hmm.
anxiety, lowered mood, and for some people, sleep disruptions. So some people are big into having their animals on their beds, maybe not the fish,
Mm.
but the other animals, cats and
Yes, they
dogs particularly.
are. Yep.
And a lot of people will say that this helps them have solid sleeps through the night. A
So
lot of people will
interesting.
say the reverse because, you know, when those cats and dogs want to sleep exactly where your legs are, maybe that's
Yeah,
something
I
that
would
can
not
disrupt
like
sleep.
that.
Me
I would
neither.
not like that at
I'm
all.
not that person. No.
Yeah,
It also
interesting.
provides people with a sense of being needed or having a purpose. I think this is probably
Yeah,
one of the best benefits of having a dog or a
agree.
cat or a pet
Yes,
is
agree.
that, you know, you are there to look after that little being
Yeah, yep.
and it gives you some meaning and a reason to get up and moving.
Yeah, yeah.
So then that leads beautifully into that second benefit, which is around
Mhm.
exercise and physical activity.
Yes.
And having a pet just helps you stay motivated to keep moving.
Yep.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. Research done in 2023 in the
And
same journal.
and I think that even if it's not a dog and you're out doing walks,
Yep.
if you've got an animal, you're most likely, this is not based on any research, I'm just saying this, you're
Oh,
more
yeah.
likely to spend time outside.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because you've got a rabbit,
Yes.
chickens,
Yes.
whatever it is, you're
Chickens.
more, see, you're
Yes.
more
Yes. Sorry,
likely, I
I'm
mean,
remembering.
not the fish, but you're
Mm.
more likely to
Mm.
be outdoors.
Yep.
Also, that has, and there's lots of research around immense benefits.
Yes, exactly.
Green space. Yeah.
Great. So, other great benefits include the routine and structure that we've already talked about
Yes, we
around
have.
having a pet. And actually, I love the story about Nathan Lane. Do you know Nathan Lane? He was the star of Birdcage and the producers, and he's big on Broadway. You
Birdcage,
would
that
know
movie that
the
had
Birdcage. that
That
had Robin
had,
Williams in it.
yes, I love that
The
movie.
other main guy is Nathan Lane, and
Right.
he's hilarious. And he, in an interview, said that he was living like a party lifestyle and he was doing, I think, essentially all the drugs.
Yes.
And he thought he was having a great time. His friends could see that this was not a good space for him to be in.
Hmm.
And one of his friends, actually, one of a playwright that he was working with, his name was Terence McNally, he told him that he absolutely needed to get a dog. And Nathan Lane thought he was absolutely crazy. Like, how would a dog fit into my lifestyle?
Yes.
And McNally told him that he believed, like we've been saying, dogs teach unconditional love, and the world would be so much of a better place if everybody had a dog to care
Mm.
for
Mm.
because of the responsibility it gives you
Yes.
and the gratitude that can come with having a dog. And so Nathan Lane begrudgingly, I think, was given the dog by this guy. And he said it absolutely changed his life and saved his life because
Oh,
he said he had to become a good human being in order to look
yeah.
after this dog.
Wonderful.
So I think it has so many amazing benefits like that social connection.
Yep.
It also reduces stress. It can reduce stress, and we
Yeah.
can see some real physiological benefits.
I mean, this is why people have people who work in the mental health space sometimes have therapy
Mm.
dogs. This is why there's therapy
Yes.
animals. Touch on that a little bit
Yes,
later, but because they
exactly.
actively, the research shows, lowers
Yep.
people's stress levels
Yeah,
in
that's
sessions.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
incredible.
It's lovely to have a little like moment where you're patting a dog and talking about real things.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
patting an animal doesn't have to be
Yep.
a dog, could be
No,
anything. Can lower heart rate, blood
correct.
pressure,
Yep.
cortisol levels. Like
Yes.
incredible.
It increases the calm.
Yeah, increases the calm. I
So,
like
so I
that.
guess we've probably outlined why pets are so helpful for people with chronic health conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any highlights you would like to talk about there? I think your non-judgmental companionship was a good one earlier.
Non-judgmental companionship, I think
Yeah.
very good. I think having a focus and something to care for. I think it's motivating. For a lot of people who
Yeah.
get diagnosed with a chronic health condition, there may be times in their life, depending on where they're at, where they do lose motivation,
Yes.
where they don't feel like they've got as much purpose.
Yep.
Animals can certainly add to this and help
Yep.
create more of that. And I
Mm.
think the biggest one is that animals can reduce isolation.
Yeah, that's right.
We see greater levels of isolation in people who live with chronic health
Yep.
conditions.
Yep.
Animals are wonderful for that. Suddenly
Yep.
you have a little mate.
Yeah. Which
There's
can help
enough.
with sense of self-identity. You
Yes.
lose so much sometimes with chronic health conditions. So many
Hmm.
things might be taken from you in terms of who you
Yep.
see yourself and your role. So
Yes.
having a pet can help bring some, kind of sense of who you are back
Yes.
because part of your identity is being the owner and the friend of this little
Yeah.
furry, whoever,
Yeah,
or not so, or
absolutely.
feathered or scaly.
Feathered or
Yeah.
scaled. Did you say scaled?
Scaled. Yep.
Yeah,
Scaly.
lovely.
So let's have a
Um,
look at the difference between a pet and an assistance dog.
yeah, that's a good point because over the years I've had
Mm.
many clients who have wanted to explore assistance dogs.
Yes.
It's an interesting topic.
Yes.
So pets are, like we've said, they're primarily for companionship,
Yeah.
enjoyment,
Yep.
connection.
Yep.
They don't have any specialized training, none. I mean, unless you've gone to some breeder who's done something,
Yep.
amazingly brain training. Like I know
Yes.
there's lots of this going on with breeders
Yep.
these days. Most of the time you're just getting a fresh,
Yes.
you know,
Yep.
a
Something that needs your training to help them cope
correct.
in the world. Or you might have adopted or found a beautiful animal who is a little bit older that has been trained before by previous
Yes.
owners. But
Yes.
yeah, ultimately there's no special training
No.
that's put into a pet before you get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And most importantly, pets do not have any legal rights or access to
Yes.
public places. So
Yes.
you can't take them into shops, you can't take
No.
them into restaurants. They're not flying with you.
No, that's although
Yeah,
some
they're
flights now you can take dogs, but that was a segue. Yeah, not a
okay.
segue,
Oh,
an aside.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Or on public transport. So, you can't
correct.
do that. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Pets.
Yeah. And so they provide, as we've said, lots of emotional comfort, but it's not recognized as a formal disability support
Correct.
to have a pet.
Yes.
Yeah, great. So what about assistance dogs?
Well, I mean, obviously in contrast, they have
Yeah.
had specialized
Yes.
training.
Yep.
A friend of mine said they're in need of people to take more. What are they? The lab dogs,
Oh
the
yeah,
the guided dogs, guide
dogs.
dogs
Oh
for
yeah.
training. So for 12
Yes.
months. And they were
Yes.
like, oh, they were saying to us, you should do it, you should do it. But then you've got to give them away. And then I would want it to fail. So this is not a good
Yeah, it's
starting
not good.
place. No.
No.
I
And
don't want to
puppies are
be
so much work. And so
so,
to actually
yes.
bring a puppy through their first 12 months to become a good guide dog would be a lot, I
Yes.
think. And
Well, I
good on the
mean,
people that do it.
good on the
But
people who do
wow.
it, but it does
Yeah.
take a
And then
lot
you've
of
got to give them
training.
away. Yeah.
And so, like you said, that can be
Mm.
1 to 2 years, very
Mm.
structured. They
Mm.
learn to perform specific tasks, like it
Yes.
might be retrieving items,
Yep.
alerting to seizures if people have those conditions,
Yeah.
interrupting
And
panic
panic
attacks. I've
attacks.
seen,
Right.
I watched a documentary, it was years ago, but on a dog that it could predict when someone was going to have
Yeah.
the seizure. It's
Yep. And
incredible.
it's incredible. And then the dog will tell the
Incredible.
owner, you need to lie down.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah,
owner will
that's
often
right.
say, no, 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 I'm fine. But the dog will say, you're not. Get on the floor. And so the
Yeah,
owner's like, oh, all right, I'm sure I'm fine. But then they end up having a seizure. It's amazing.
it's
Amazing.
incredible.
Yep. I had a friend, his dad was in a wheelchair and had high needs for support from lots of people in his family. The
Mm.
dog was extraordinary. So they had set up the house so that instead of doorknobs, they would also
Mm.
have like scarves around the doorknobs so the dog could pull and open. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And on the fridge, there were so many different areas that the dog could help my friend's dad.
Amazing.
Amazing.
That's
Beautiful dog.
amazing. A
Beautiful.
family member of ours is vision impaired and has a dog, and the dog comes
Yes.
to restaurants.
Yes.
Wouldn't even know she
No.
was there.
Tucks herself away.
Yeah, just
Happy.
happy. Just and when working, obviously can't touch.
Yep.
Other than the owner can't
Yes.
touch the working dogs.
Yep.
Um, but they are legally
Mm.
recognized as an aid.
Yes.
So it's
Absolutely.
in the same way that we would think about a wheelchair or an aid, and they
Yeah.
do, and this is obviously the big difference, they do have rights
Yep.
to public spaces
Yes.
under law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. And so they're often trained by external organizations or accredited organizations. And like you say, they are expected to be very calm when they work, and we are
Yeah.
expected to treat them with great respect,
Yes,
which we should, of
absolutely.
course.
Yes, we should.
And so their role is to mitigate disability, to not just offer the companionship that we see in pets, but they've got a job as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think anyone who's listening to this and thinks, oh, like this is something I want to explore, if you want to go and do some research on assistance animals and whether
Yes.
that could be a benefit for
Yeah.
you, I think you should, as
Yes.
well as looking at pets because they serve different
Mm,
functions.
mm.
And that's
Yes.
really important to understand.
Yeah, your Labrador doesn't just become an assistance dog because you realize, oh, hang on, I'm somebody that lives with a disability, so I'll call my Labrador an assistance dog.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or my little Chihuahua offers me a great
Yes.
emotional support. So I should now take it everywhere with me because it reduces my
Yes.
anxiety. It doesn't quite work like that.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Good point about the anxiety too, because I
Yes.
think that's a big space, isn't it, for assistance dogs
Yes.
around helping people regulate their mood and emotion. And
Absolutely.
just because you love your dog does not make them an assistance dog,
It does not.
even if they're
But
cute.
I know, even if they're cute.
So there's a few drawbacks, aren't there? And practical considerations.
Always.
Always. And so we would always say to people, just think before you get a pet.
Yep. Just think about the physical demands to
Yep.
start with. We've talked
Yep.
about these. What is it going to take for me to own?
Yes.
The big one that you said, the finances.
How much is this going to cost?
Yeah, we are currently at a time where like stuff costs.
Yep.
Things are not getting cheaper.
No, that's right. What
Yep.
about sometimes for some, there's the risk of allergies. Like I
yes.
know a couple of people who are allergic to cats but love cats and have cats.
Oh, yeah.
They're still allergic to them.
I know.
So be
I know.
careful.
You got to be careful. You
Be
really
careful.
do.
There are travel limitations.
Oh, there are travel
Yep.
limitations.
So that's a big one. Like we're going camping, as I keep telling everybody, and we're having
Yes.
somebody come and stay with Sunny.
Oh, you can't take Sunny.
Can't take Sunny. National Park.
Oh, yeah, of
Can't
course,
take
of
Sunny.
course.
And so
Feel
someone's
that.
going to come and hang with Sunny so that she can still maintain her 2 walks a day, which she needs.
Oh, wow. Do you have
Which
to
is
pay that
fine,
person, or
but we
can
do
you
have
just?
to think about it. Yeah, we do pay them
Oh, wow.
because we do expect 2 walks a day. So I think if it was just somebody coming and hanging with a dog who doesn't need to be walked, sure.
You know what you should be doing?
Hmm?
You should be putting advertising on the house sitters. Could have got an amazing family like us. just come
Exactly, of
stay.
course.
Oh my
I could have done
goodness.
that, but friend's son, happy to do it.
Better,
Yeah,
better,
yeah,
better.
yeah.
I think we should quickly touch on the fact that there is the emotional burden from pets. Like if you live with a chronic health condition and you feel like some days you can't care for them, there can be guilt.
Yeah, yeah,
And that is real. And
yes,
even if you don't live with a chronic health condition and you've got
yeah.
gastro for 4 days and your pet's like there,
Oh,
like walk me, and you're like, I'm dying, you're going to feel a bit bad, right?
correct, correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Which just raises the good point that it's a nice idea to have a bit of, You don't have to have a village of people to help you with a pet, but it's
No,
nice
but
to have a backup.
you need a backup. And
Yep.
and because I talked about this with my cat, but
Mm,
there is the emotional burden of like the
yeah.
fear of the pet dying and what that and
Yeah.
how that will be distressing. I mean, I couldn't get another cat because I lost my cat when I was 26. I probably
Yeah.
could now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's real. It's
Mm,
something to
yeah.
consider.
Yeah.
And we already touched on the housing challenges. So there's lots of things to be considerate of, but
Yep.
I think owning a pet far outweighs lots of those. It's more
Yeah.
about matching the pet
Yes, it
to your
is.
circumstances. So we really encourage anyone who doesn't own a pet
Yep.
to, maybe do a bit of a deep dive. Is there
Yeah.
an animal that could offer some benefit in our lives?
Yes.
And for those who own pets, just a nice way to,
Reflect on what your pet brings you.
yes, lovely.
Yes. Beautiful.
Lovely. Well,
Oh,
Sally,
yeah.
what are you looking forward to?
Oh, this is weird. I think I said this last year. I'm looking forward to going and having an MRI.
Oh, that's weird. Get
Yeah,
out.
I think you said that last year.
I
It's
did.
weird, isn't it? It's just that it's something different in my calendar. I'm a little bit weird like that.
That is.
I
That is
know,
never on
but they
my.
don't freak me out. So I just find the process interesting. And I
Hmm.
find, well, then this gets really weird because I find how I feel about them quite interesting. Some days I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. I don't really think about it. And then some days I'm like, oh, this is a bit confronting, isn't it? That I'm having.
Oh,
So I find
interesting.
that space an interesting
Mm.
one to be curious about myself.
You and your curiosity. I love it.
What about you? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to tonight watching my new
Yes.
favorite show, Pluribus. Am
Oh,
I saying it right?
yes, pluribus. I
Yes.
know. I'm up to date with that.
I've got one more episode and I started it last night. I'm like, I'm too tired. I can't. It's so good.
It's good, isn't it?
So good. I'm not really into sci-fi and I'm loving it.
Yeah, because yeah, I guess it is sci-fi, but
It
it's
is.
yeah, it's
So
great.
good.
Great.
Highly recommend everybody. Apple. And
Fantastic.
then it's divvied out
Apple.
every week and then it's something to look
Yes.
forward to.
Yep. Is it
Boom.
Fridays?
It is Friday. So I've
Good.
got one more and then I'll get another one tomorrow. I'm in a great place.
Perfect.
I know. Good to see you,
You
Sally.
too, Siona.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.